Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington, and tonight is the night we are going to figure out who is going to be joining the number one contenders, 1/3 of the number one contenders for Rize's Idol Division Championship match, or Championship and FlairZero's Championship. We are starting with the losers bracket, if you will, the fatal four-way of the people that lost their preliminary matches. It is MintyClovers starting us out, which is such a crazy competitor to start this episode of MPW out. Thinking that they're in the losing bracket just goes to show some of the star power and the talent we have here. MintyClovers lost to Balloonist last week and is now here to try and finally earn themselves a shot against Rize's title. I think MintyClovers could potentially have the chance at taking Rize's title. I mean, just the size and strength alone of MintyClovers is crazy, but as we've seen, MintyClovers can be beaten. But in a multi-man match, MintyClovers could be a dangerous competitor, so if she doesn't have a target on her back, and people don't assess the threat, she could probably run amok. So the winner of this match is an elimination fatal four-way match, meaning there are 4 contenders. You must pin all of the opponents to win the match. You by yourself don't have to be. The pinfall eliminates the opponent. You must eliminate all of your opponents in the match to be the last person standing, and then you will earn the number one contender shot, be 1/3 of the fatal four-way. And then the winner's variant, the winner's bracket, the top 2, the winner and the runner-up, will be put into the championship match, so they have a higher chance to make it. The Idol Division number one contenders will be the main event tonight. That has TeaTheShiba, Usaino, Balloonist, and Tyranno Maximum, which is a pretty interesting cast of characters. I feel like it has been kind of a little bit since we've had a fatal four-way for our number one contenders, and I don't even know if we've ever had a fatal four-way for the championship. But someone that I would like to see finally make their way into this championship position is MamaInu. Unfortunately for MamaInu, she was unable to pick up the win against Usaino. But there's always one more shot, and as I say, like every week MamaInu shows up, MamaInu is always the bridesmaid, never the bride when it comes to this kind of match. Or when it comes to the championships. So if MamaInu could finally pick up the win here, that would elevate them to that championship opportunity, and anything can happen in that championship fatal four-way. MamaInu. The hardest part with this match is you always have to have an eye on the back of your head, because you're going to go up against multiple people, and everybody's gunning for you. And in an elimination match, not many people are going to have your back, because if it's a one fall to a finish, of course people are going to try and save you, protect you from the pinfall. But in an elimination match, if you're getting pinned, they don't care. They want you out of the match. They're going to sit on top of that pin. They're going to try and keep your shoulders down. They're going to try and make you tap. And if MamaInu and TeaTheShiba can win this match they're both matches respectively, we could see a mother and daughter fight for the championship. And speaking of champions, the only former champion coming in so far is ShmeepsWorld. Of course, ShmeepsWorld will be met with MintyClovers later. Spoilers for the 4th member. You guys would know if you paid attention. ShmeepsWorld lost to TeaTheShiba to get to this point. And of course, as fate is a cruel and fickle mistress, Shmeeps is going to be meeting MintyClovers, that faker version of Shmeeps. But of course, no matter who wins, who loses, no matter who gets a shot at the championship, everything is going to be all good, because today is going to be a good day with MintyClovers. Unfortunately for Minty, could not pick up a win against Tyrannomaximum in a very close bout. But Ty had the upset victory, I would say. I mean, Minty doesn't have the best track record with wins and losses as we've seen in Season 1, but Minty has been able to pick up big wins like the championship match. Former openweight, former Idol Division champion, like, she knows what it is to be on the top of the mountain. So, someone like Ty, who is, you know, put respect on Ty's name, longest reigning openweight champion, tied for longest reign, they never been the Idol Division champion. They've never had that championship shot. They've never been in that position. Minty's been in that position multiple times. So for someone like that to not only beat Minty, but then beat T previously a handful of weeks ago, I mean, Ty is really trying to make a name for themselves. MintyClovers and ShmeepsWorld obviously immediately going at each other, and Minty and MamaInu. Of course, this is I don't think this is false count anywhere, actually. I was about to say that. I don't think it's false count anywhere, but it is anything goes. Any weapons are legal. Anything is allowed. Shmeeps immediately getting armbarred by Minty. You got to watch out for the submission holds. That could easily cause you to lose the match if you get tapped out. Minty immediately going for a weapon, gets the stop sign and smacks it right against MintyClovers' face, sending Minty to the outside. MamaInu in a DDT. Shmeeps sends Minty to the outside, and MamaInu with a crossbody doesn't quite connect. Trying to grab each other over MintyClovers, but Beeps is just slightly too wide. Big boot from MintyClovers to Minty. You don't want to take your eyes off the screen or else you might miss something, as Beeps and Shmeeps continue to battle it out. Arm drag by Minty. And a Shining Wizard, I'm pretty sure. Minty goes for the cover on MamaInu. Shmeeps trying to eye. Got distracted by the pinfall, was eyeing MamaInu. Standing shooting star pressed by Minty. It's all about who can get the eliminations and who is eliminated first. If I was the rest of these, I would be targeting MintyClovers. They have the height advantage, the strength advantage, but maybe you want to get an elimination first out of the way and then target someone like MintyClovers. Minty had Shmeeps against the ropes but was unable to do anything with it. Oh, MamaInu with the pile driver. Catches Minty's hand. Oh, Shmeeps rolls up Minty, or MamaInu. Now Minty gets smacked with a stop sign. Spinning neckbreaker from MamaInu. Like I said, you can't even blink. Even if you're staring at the screen, you might miss something. Inverted neckbreaker thing. Tilt-a-whirl DDT. Shmeeps has cleared the ring for MamaInu and herself. Minty's going to meet MintyClovers right in front of the French-Canadian commentators table as they battle it out. Rolls Minty up. Gets a one-handed fucking powerbomb thing over her head. Big boot caught though, and a clubbing blow to the back. MamaInu eyeing up Shmeeps. Gonna run it. Still tries to get her, but busts herself over. Oh, I thought she was gonna go for the critical roll. That would have been so well placed. Shmeeps gonna go up top. That performer in Shmeeps. Off the ropes. Arm drag. Right to MintyClovers. The teamwork. But the teamwork only lasts for so long. Shmeeps is going for a discus punch, but gets it interrupted. Needy T by Minty. Arm bar onto MamaInu. MamaInu rolls through. Now Minty gets behind MamaInu. Like I said, you gotta have an eye on the back of your head. Uppercut to the back of the head. MintyClovers is looking for something. MamaInu and Shmeeps takes down the rest of the crew. Shmeeps going to the outside. What is Shmeeps looking for? Just some fresh air, it seems, as MamaInu and Shmeeps try to take on MintyClovers together. Does not work out for them. MintyClovers scratching that metal across MintyClovers' back. BP. Maybe that's just what I gotta call her. Luthez Prez by Minty. As BP's got the stop sign. Minty goozles BP, but of course BP has it countered. Right to the gut. Oh my god, natural one to Minty. Natural one. By MintyClovers, kick out of 2. X Factor by Minty. MintyClovers thought she had it. Minty's in trouble though. Goozles, choke toss. Minty might be the first eliminated. 1, 2. No, kick out of 2. But that is a lot of damage, sending MamaInu into the French Canadian commentators table. Hitting right in the corner. Another choke toss! A second one! MintyClovers getting manhandled by BP! 2! MintyClovers is the first one eliminated. ShmeepsWorld going up top with MamaInu. She tried to do this to T in their match. Superplex into the Falcon Arrow! MamaInu might be out! No! It was almost Shmeeps versus Beeps. The stop sign to the head. Right to the noggin. Beeps running DDT. Minty barely even up from the assault. Oh man, this could be MintyClovers' moment. To earn a title shot. Goes for the clothesline. MamaInu. Skywalker! Cover on MintyClovers. 2 count. And now Shmeeps with a stop sign, a swing and a miss. Gets it on that second slap. Shmeeps going up top for MamaInu. Around the world, though! Miscalculation. She was too close. MintyClovers got her up on her shoulders. No. MamaInu's back up, and it's time to stop with the stop sign, but gets caught with a one-legged drop kick. Facebuster. Busting MintyClovers open. Sending MamaInu into the corners. Shmeeps going again. Going up the well, but MamaInu blocks it this time. Tries to go do something on MintyClovers. Flips her around for the DDT. And a backstabber. It's Beeps and Shmeeps in the ring all alone. If one of them could eliminate the other, could be a big thing. Oh my god, the skull end. The skull end to MintyClovers. She can tap. Choking the life out. No. Shmeeps barely gets the fists up. MamaInu's going back under, gets a table. I don't know if that's counted as the natural one, actually. I was gonna say, I said that was the natural one in the last match, but I don't think that's the natural one. I think that's just a flipping clothesline. A flipping clothesline. Big boot, but doesn't connect. Shmeeps connects with hers. MintyClovers rolls to the outside. Standing shooting star press. MamaInu gets back up. Gets the knees up, gets standing up, got the table. MamaInu in the opposite corner, in the champion's corner. Ooh, could that be a visualization of what's to come? The choke bomb gets countered into an old tricks by MamaInu to cover MintyClovers. 2. No, MintyClovers kicks out. MintyClovers, no, doesn't get it. MamaInu gets the slap off and turns around for MintyClovers to get one. MamaInu cleaning shop right now. To the middle rope. Splash, but nobody's home. Drop kick. Gets caught by MintyClovers. MamaInu. Big boot blocked. Gets the right hands, spinning big discus punch. MamaInu feeling herself. Hooks the arm, takes her down. MintyClovers, though, going up top. Shmeeps gonna get in the way. She does. She stops it! Potentially saving MamaInu. Step up Hurricane Rana. Head scissor. Doesn't get it. Old tricks again! To ShmeepsWorld! 2 to eliminate Shmeeps. No! Kick it at 2! Kendo stick in the hands of BeepsWorld is a dangerous thing. Swing and a miss. This time connects on the second one. And right across the ribs. And again, missed it. Kick to the leg. Puts BeepsWorld in the corner. MamaInu spending some much-needed time on the outside. ShmeepsWorld. MamaInu getting into a position to potentially capitalize. ShmeepsWorld going for the superplex. BeepsWorld fighting. Pushing her off the top. MamaInu trying to take this opportunity. Ducks the punch. Bionic elbows. Hits it. BeepsWorld covers MamaInu. This might be it. Elimination of MamaInu. No. MamaInu gets eliminated. Now it's Beeps versus Shmeeps. The tale as old as time. Shmeeps going for something. This could be BeepsWorld's first championship opportunity. Hooks the leg. Is it enough to put away BeepsWorld? It is! ShmeepsWorld looking for another Idol Division championship. ShmeepsWorld takes the only position for the losers bracket as we'll move on to the Icon Division losers bracket. Alright, it's time to see which of the losing icons will get that one shot that ShmeepsWorld got for the Idol Division. Starting us off big like we did with BeepsWorld in the last match. We are starting off with someone that is going to be a threat. And I think if they aren't taken seriously, it could potentially lead to you getting eliminated. Because this guy is unquestionably, undoubtedly, unstoppably, unstupidly a member of the coalition and is a bear. A member of the coalition. Not only is he just a dangerous creature, an animal, if you will, but we're looking at a bear from the aspect of this is a guy that didn't win or didn't make it all the way in the #1 contenders match last week. Or not last week, but last time. Unlike all of their other coalition members, like they don't want to be seen as the weak link. So I think a bear is going to be coming in fully focused and fully trying to get these eliminations and trying to win this match. So not only are they a dangerous creature, but they want the win. This guy wants the win, and he has one shot at it. Not saying that everybody else doesn't want the win, but when you see a bear possessed with a motivation, you know, nobody wants to look as... The team is only as strong as their weakest link, and nobody wants to be that weak link. And bringing home the first ever Coalition Championship would be massive for a bear. And the second person... So a bear lost to... lost to Zara Taro to get to this point. And our second one to join us is Gaelic Angel. Former Openweight champion, Icon Division champion. Looking to get their second championship... Second Icon Division championship in the Season 2. Angel is looking for that championship. I mean, a lot of people are hungry for this championship. Angel lost to his tag team partner, Unchained, in their first match. Or in the first match of the preliminaries. I would say, man, I'm not a betting man. But out of everybody that has made it to the losers bracket, I feel like Angel could be the one to pull it out. He's the one that I feel like is easily someone that deals with pressure very well. And a multi-man match is just something that I don't think phases Angel. But we'll have to see. Of course, Angel has a little bit of a... I mean, I've heard some rumors in the back, you know. I'm not a tabloid, I shouldn't be talking, but he has a little bit of a grudge against one of the people in the back that is in this match, and that is Greg, actually, not a Potato. But Potato, he had a very, very strong match against SleepyPengu, but just couldn't pick it up, just couldn't hit it. And it's that same thing that I talk about, where it's like if you're in the waters, you're in MPW, this is the deep end, this isn't the kiddie pool, and if you can't swim, you're gonna drown. And Potato has to get that. He has to get that killer instinct. He's the stone dog of MPW, but Potato has to become a shark if he wants to win this championship. He's missing that killer instinct that would just drive him past the point of where he's stuck at. And the final member is that guy I was talking about, that Angel has a little bit of a beef with Angel. I would say that there's the half side of the coalition, or of the Greg Nation. You know how I said last week that Greg Nation has that's a cult following, but of course there's always going to be people that don't like you, and I think that's someone Angel. I mean, they've had Angel almost I think almost lost the championship to Greg, or almost lost the championship opportunity to Greg. Like, they've had matches together, and I think ever since that, it's sort of been this animosity between the two. Of course, that is purely speculation and gossip, so you didn't hear it from me. Greg is a dark horse, and part of me would think that the Coalition loves to work together in these kind of matches, but for me, like, the Bear is like, he's got to prove himself to the Coalition, and then now, Greg just had his ass beat last week by BA Tycho for losing that championship match, so Greg wants to redeem himself. Greg wants to be able to be like, I went from loser's bracket and won the championship, you know? So, I could definitely see the Coalition working together if two members made it to the championship match. That could be a very dangerous situation for FlairZero. The match starts. And right out the gate, Angel going for the cover on Greg. Like I said, the animosity between those two is palpable. Off the rope from a Bear. Big boot in the corner. And a Bear is targeting Potato. I don't know if a Potato is part of a Bear's diet. Suplex, fisherman suplex. I don't know if a Potato is part of a Bear's diet, but he's definitely going to try and eat him either way. Angel takes him down. Like I said, I don't know if the Coalition would work together, and here we have my answer. I think both these two are trying to prove themselves to the Coalition, the NBA Tycho. We are led to believe that the Coalition are all good and safe, but they might be busting at the seams. Knee strike. German suplex into the corner head first. Greg rolling up Angel for the first elimination. Doesn't get it. Angel to Potato. God's last gift already. Angel is in complete gamer mode right now. He is focused. God's last gift to Potato, nearly getting the first elimination. And now Greg trying to get the Bear up on top of his shoulders, but the Angel said, hell no, you're going to get on my shoulders. Greg gets out of it, and now getting a little bit of a combination here. Knee strike. Potato trying to run through Greg, misses it. Those miscalculations are going to cost you as Greg now targets the Bear. Greg takes down Potato. Palm strikes raining like cats and dogs. Double axe handle doesn't take him down. Off the ropes, clothesline. You cannot look away or blink. Overhand punches, right hands into that big boot, but missed it. Atomic drop from Potato. And then running through Angel. Maybe looking at that killer instinct I was talking about. Spear by Greg, though! From out of nowhere, he calculated that one properly. Made sure the ref was far away, nearly eliminating Potato. Fisherman suplex. Again from Angel. Ooh, but the sledgehammer to the gut. Big boot. Bicycle kick. Missed by Greg, and another strike to the gut. Got him in a sleeper hold. Now the bear could fade. Greg and the bear may be best friends, but they are willing to put anything on their line, even their friendship, to get this championship opportunity. Angel on the outside. What is he looking for? A powerbomb reversal by Potato to the side of the French Canadian commentator's table. And now the bear is mauling. The bear is mauling Greg. I don't even think the bear sees Greg as his friend anymore. Just a victim. Standing Spanish fly by Angel on the outside. And a hockey stick. Oh, Canada. To Greg. Kick out of 2. Greg is looking in deep shit. Angel doesn't want to have anything to do with it. Bear hug. Reversal by Greg. Angel trying to grab Greg again for the fall from grace. Doesn't quite get him on his shoulders, though. Greg. The Gregening! The Gregening to a bear! Fall from grace. No, Potato gets those elbows again. And now Greg turning Angel around. Forearms galore, rocking him back. Potato and Greg working together. A double punch to the face. Double stiff one. And Angel nearly gets eliminated. A little bit of a bear hug. Potato might be fading. It doesn't look like it counts as a tap out, but Potato looked like he was fading. The bear let go. I don't know if Potato's conscious right now. Oh, there he goes. He's stirring. He might have went unconscious, but Potato plunged to a bear. The first elimination. 2. No. Angel off the ropes. Drop kick. Angel flipping over Potato. Goes for the cover as well. 2. 3. No. Potato is eliminated first. It's a 2-on-1 coalition. But the bear still wants this bicycle kick. The bear diving head first. Now Greg and the bear battling it out. Greg, spear! Spear to a bear. 1, 2, 3. It's Greg and it's Angel. Angel's got him up. Fall from grace. No. Greg had it scouted again. Knees and kicks and punches and elbows. Knee strike. Angel's in trouble. Angel's back up. Greg with the right hand overhead chop. Spinning back fist in the corner. Angel fighting back out of there. Ducks him under, pings him back down. Gonna grab that hockey stick. Smacking it over Greg. Over his ribs. Greg's back up. Spear! Greg just might have earned himself a title opportunity again. 2 times in a row. Greg has earned himself a title opportunity. The Greg Nation on their feet. Can he do it again with a second chance? And will B.A. Tycho be one of the 2 men to join him in the Fatal 4-Way match we will see in the next match? Who will be joining Greg and Flair in the championship match. It could be a coalition 2v2 potentially. Greg and B.A. Tycho could go back to working for that championship, or it could be that same thing of Greg or B.A. Tycho saying, like, if I need a job done, I better do it myself. But if Flair is I know Flair's watching these matches closely. He's got to hope that someone takes out B.A. Tycho, because this match is special. Unlike the loser's bracket, the winner's bracket is the winner and the runner-up get put in the championship match. Of course, everybody wants to win a match. It increases your stock in MPW, but you could take that second place and you'd still be in the championship match. It is B.A. Tycho starting us off. He says he speaks for the chat and he hears you, the leader of the coalition of humans against treachery. B.A. Tycho beat Greg to get here. Manhandled the person that won the loser's bracket. So can B.A. Tycho win the winner's bracket? And the winner of the first match in the preliminaries, UnchainedAwesome, this doofus. He had a pretty impressive match. Look, I don't like this guy as much as the next guy, but look, Unchained, he did a good job in that match against Angel. It was impressive. Look, game respects game. I don't like this guy, but he popped off. He hit the Chainmaker. He hit the Flying Sheepdog Headbutt. He threw everything out in his arsenal and just was in control most of that match. He was able to take on his partner. Can he pick up the win here or get in the second second place and potentially become the first ever 3-time Icon Division champion? Of course, someone that has history with B.A. Tycho, with Unchained, it is TheSleepyPengu. And someone that has history with being screwed. I feel like Sleepy might target B.A. Tycho for screwing him out of the #1 contendership for the last premium live event. And I know Sleepy wants to get his hands on Greg in that championship fatal 4-way. We could see some short-term alliances in this match. We could see some straight-up shenanigans with targeting people, but I know TheSleepyPengu is looking to win no matter what, and Sleepy is one of the more dangerous competitors in this match, not just for his athleticism, for his skill, but he is a submission specialist, and that's something that not many people look at. But Sleepy can knock his opponent out or make them tap. And a submission, we've seen in past that in especially multi-man matches, it can be an easy elimination, or it can immobilize their opponents. But like I say, I'm not a betting man, but arguably, I think the favorite to win this match, one of the most dangerous people that they got to keep an eye out for, is the former, or I haven't looked at the numbers, but one of the longest reigning Icon Division champions, if not the longest reigning Icon Division champion of all time, Zarataro. Zarataro has proven that he can, time and time again, that he can get to this point. He's just got to be able to outlast 2 other contenders. That's all you have to do in this match, is just outlast 2 people. We'll see if anybody, like, I could definitely see Unchained. Unchained's kind of like a coward like this, where I could see Unchained just chilling on the outside of the ring until 2 people get eliminated, you know? Oh, look at that. Look at Sleepy mean mugging B.A. Tycho. B.A. Tycho doesn't even look phased, but Sleepy is mean mugging B.A. Tycho. We know the animosity between them. Animosity is the word of the day, apparently, but we know that Sleepy, I mean, I feel like not much pisses off Sleepy, but getting screwed out of a title shot definitely is going to piss him off. Sleepy, Zarataro, UnchainedAwesome. The match starts and immediately Sleepy goes for B.A. Tycho. Straight out of the gate. DDT. Zarataro going after Chain, gets the horns though. You're going to go after the Chain, you're going to get the horns. I thought maybe trying to send out Zarataro to the outside of the ring. Zarataro reverses it. Sleepy gets behind, back body drop, but reverse back body drop. That was really cool. Sleepy trying to send B.A. Tycho into the corner. Doesn't quite get it. Sleepy and Unchained have history together. Unchained attempted to end Sleepy's career, fearing that he wasn't the same Sleepy he used to be. Thought that he was washed up, that he wasn't good enough to be the champion, and thought that Sleepy was gonna could get himself hurt if he continued fighting in MPW. So instead of risking his life potentially, Chain wanted to end his career prematurely. And Unchained is looking like he's feeling that way still as he cannonballs to the outside. All 4 competitors making it to the outside. Of course, you can't win on the outside or eliminate your opponents on the outside, but you can do a lot of damage. B.A. Tycho going back into the ring, following Zarataro, picking him up for a fisherman's suplex. And Sleepy sees B.A. Tycho, immediately goes straight for him. Unchained's going to try and hit the Zarataro on the ground, but Zarataro has it scouted. Double stomp on the floor. B.A. Tycho takes down Sleepy. Zarataro tries to get B.A. Tycho, but can't knock him down with the clothesline. He's a little bit too buff. Backbreaker by Sleepy. As an unbiased commentator, I want Sleepy to get his revenge on B.A. Tycho here, so this is satisfying to watch. Sleepy maybe looking for a weapon, maybe looking to join the party on the outside, going after Unchained, grabbing Unchained's ankle, takes him down. I was thinking maybe for an ankle lock, but no. B.A. Tycho getting back onto his feet. Zarataro and Sleepy, neither of them collide. Leaping DDT onto the floor. Kip up from Chain, sending him into the barricade. B.A. Tycho going to get Sleepy into the ring. And Zarataro's going to send B.A. Tycho. Said, you guys finish your squabble in there. We're going to fight on the outside. Busts B.A. Tycho open. The first mask of Crimson is going to be worn by someone wearing a mask. Don't ask me how I know he's bleeding. Sleepy with the Sleepy hold. Like I said, the Sleepy hold locked in. Could be enough to put B.A. Tycho out. B.A. Tycho overpowering Sleepy, though, taking him over his shoulders. And now getting him in that butterfly DDT is all I can imagine as the... Yeah, that butterfly DDT is the camera changed. 2 count. Sleepy gets the shoulder up. B.A. Tycho spins Sleepy around. No! Sleepy's got it scouted. No in plain sight. Zarataro, though, dropkick misses. Grabbing his arm, going to bring him to the corner. Maybe going for a tightrope walk. Arm drag, tossing. Unchained, Zarataro. DDT, snapping him. Snapping B.A. Tycho onto the canvas. Chain going to the outside, maybe looking for a weapon. Got the sledgehammer. Taking it to Sleepy. Another DDT from Zarataro. Zarataro going up top. Can we see it? Ham, thank you! Man, no! Didn't connect with B.A. Tycho. Takes him down. 1, 2. Kick out of 2. Sleepy and Unchained fighting it, battling it out on the outside right by the French Canadian commentator's table. B.A. Tycho was looking for something with that boot to the gut, but Zarataro had it scouted. Zarataro! Kaiju! Killer to B.A. Tycho! Hooks the leg. The first elimination could be B.A. Tycho! Kick out of 2. Sending him into the commentator's corner is Sleepy as he takes Chain down. Zarataro thinking that's all he can do for B.A. Tycho right now. Gonna go look at someone else. Sharing some words with Sleepy, maybe telling him, you go finish B.A. Tycho. Sleepy's saying, come on, you wanna start this? A war of words exchanged between Sleepy and Zarataro, tossing him. Super kick by Chain from out of nowhere, coming out from the grave, sending B.A. Tycho to the barricade. Clothesline by Zarataro. Zarataro getting sent into sleep. Bumps him. Sending Zarataro into the ring. B.A. Tycho gets behind. Chain tossing him right in front of the French Canadian commentator's table. And the sleepy hold is now locked in on Zarataro. Second sleepy hold of the night. Can it last a little bit longer? Zarataro barely pushing those legs off. Chain hiding on the outside for a little bit. Waiting for his opportunity. Gets B.A. Tycho caught, but interrupted by Sleepy. Zarataro sends Sleepy off the ropes. Basement dropkick doesn't connect. Sleepy was looking for maybe the go to Sleepy. Was looking for that hook. Step up, head scissor. Sleepy, again, he was going for it, but didn't connect it. X Factor. Goes for the pinfall on Sleepy. B.A. Tycho enjoying his time on the outside. Sleepy has been trying to hit that go to Sleepy, but just hasn't been able to do it. Off the rope. Unchained tossing a table at B.A. Tycho. Sleepy's in trouble. Zarataro, kick to the gut. Kaiju, killer, connects. The second was super kicked by Unchained on the outside. 1, 2, Sleepy kicks out at 2. The first elimination will be a big one. Powerbomb position to Unchained on the outside. Into the barricade! Shoulder blade first. Zarataro going to the middle rope. Kicks Sleepy away. Jumps. Just kicked him a little too far, I guess. Pulls him in for the knee. Sending Chain into the ring is B.A. Tycho. B.A. Tycho to Sleepy. DDT! I think Sleepy just might be out of it. 2! Kick out of 2! Drop kick. Chain is now bleeding. Unchained rolls up Zarataro. Sleepy rolls up B.A. Tycho. Double pinfall. 1, 2. No, B.A. Tycho. That maybe would have been a 3 count. If Chain didn't roll him up first. Belly to belly. Picks up Chain. Carrying him around the ring like a baby. Chain says, hey, let me go. Put me down, buddy. Spins. B.A. Tycho round. Chainmaker! To put away B.A. Tycho. But Zarataro broke it up. Zarataro not wanting... Maybe wanting that buffer. I don't know, but Zarataro broke it up. Saved B.A. Tycho. What could that mean? Is it a superhero alliance? Or a mistake? As B.A. Tycho is eyeing Zarataro Uranagi. I think that might have been the biggest mistake of Zarataro's career. Yes, it is. I don't know what they had going for him, but Sleepy's got B.A. Tycho up. No! Gets the elbows. Unchained, like I said, he's hiding on the outside, waiting for that second pinfall. Or look at, maybe he thinks he has an opportunity off the ropes. Forearm! One more pinfall, one more elimination, and the 2 left will be making it to the championship match. B.A. Tycho in plain sight to Sleepy. 2, 3, and Chain and B.A. Tycho are gonna be in the championship match with Greg and Flair super kick. Unchained wants to make sure that B.A. Tycho knows that it's gonna be him winning the championship. Boots to the face. 1, 2, 3, and Unchained picks up the win. Not only is he a #1 contender, but he is the winner of the match. It looks like hiding and cowering away was a good strategy for UnchainedAwesome, as he will join Greg, B.A. Tycho, and Flair in the Icon Division Fatal 4-Way Championship match. Could we see a 3-time Icon Division champion? Or will the Coalition work together? We will see as we move on to the main event of the night. Who is going to join the Idols in the championship match? Oh my lord, my voice is barely holding on after that match. It is time for the Idol Division winners bracket. Blueness starting us off for the Idols. Blueness beat ShmeepsWorld to get to this point. Had a big uphill battle, but was able to pick up the win evidently. And with BA Tycho moving to the finals, you know Blueness is going to do whatever she can to make it to the finals. BA Tycho's good little soldier. I feel like for Blueness, the only way that Blueness could be happier, like the only way getting a championship would be better for Blueness is if they were champion alongside BA Tycho and the Coalition. Like that, I think that is Blueness's dream, is to be Idol Division champion while BA Tycho is Icon Division champion. So she's gonna do whatever it takes. And speaking of whatever it takes, it's the overdog, TeaTheShiba. T beat Shmeeps to get to this point. And T wants that championship back. The last known Idol Division champion since Rize was TeaTheShiba. She wants that championship. She wants that rematch against Rize and wants to reclaim that title. In the history books, it will look so funny if T wins, because it will be like TeaTheShiba, Rize, then TeaTheShiba, and it's like, oh wow, they're just trading championships. No, in between that title reign was 200 days, over 200 days, nearly 300 at this point. Speaking of wanting championships, coming off of a massive championship title retention, it is none other than MPW's own MamaInu Sino, the open weight champion who retained the championship against Glitchy last week. Picked up the win against MamaInu in the 2 weeks ago. Last week, defended the openweight championship. There is no rest for the wicked here in Masu Pro Wrestling. The eyes of Usino, cold and collected. They want this championship. They want to be the first ever dual champion. The first ever Icon Division champion, or the Idol Division champion and Openweight champion at the same time. I mean, that will just give you extra work to do. You'll have to defend the championship so many times. You will, to be the Openweight champion and the Icon Division champion, or the Idol Division champion, you have to be a fighting champion, because you have to defend the Openweight championship 2 times as many times as the Idol Division championship, and then you have to defend the Idol Division championship on top of that, also on the same days. But if you can do that, that's like history. Usino could go from someone that couldn't get a championship to save their life to being someone defending 2 championships. And that isn't even the last member of this match. We still have probably the underdog of this match, the dark horse. If you bet on Tyranno Maximum, it is a very, very dangerous bet, but Tyranno has beat MintyClovers to get to this point, beat TeaTheShiba a handful of weeks ago, and is now here. Ty doesn't have to win the match, they just have to survive and be the second to last person. But I think Ty could shock the world here and pick up one of the biggest wins in their career. Ty has, I think, been in one Idol Division match, maybe two, in their career. I know they were in the first Elimination Chamber, and that might be it. If Ty can survive or even win this match, it would mean so much for their career. They'll tied for the longest reigning openweight champion of all time, looking for that Idol Division championship that has eluded them for so long. Maybe people have just been counting out Tyranno this entire time, underestimating them until they had the perfect time to strike. Lunas, T, Usaino, and Tyranno Maximum. 4 incredible talents going at it in this elimination match. Lunas slamming Usaino. I mean, Usaino and Lunas have a little bit of a history. They knew each other outside of MPW for a bit. I think Usaino might have been Lunas' first match. I'm not quite sure. Super kicks to the back of the head by TeaTheShiba. Jesus. Talk about any means necessary. Northern Lights suplex by Usaino. And Ty with the right hands. Step up head scissor. Usaino takes T down, goes for something, but Ty doesn't connect. Covers T. I would say Usaino might have the right strategy. I think targeting T might be the best option, though Lunas did pick up the number 1 contendership last time, so maybe you want to take out Lunas. But T is like, I feel like T really does well in these multi-person matches. She does well in all of her matches. Discus clothesline. Kip up. Usaino's back onto their feet before T is. Bounces off the rope for a sliding drop kick, and as Lunas beats Ty off the apron down to the floor in front of the French Canadian commentator's table, leaping double stomp. And Usaino's going to try and wear down T. Usaino has taken out everybody. We'll see how much that works out for them as the match progresses, but if you can just manhandle everybody, I mean, might as well. Ducks under. Ducks around for a German. Float over German. As Ty's got Lunas against the barricade. Discus big boot from T to Usaino. Suplex on the floor. Goes for the cover on Usaino. 2 count. This Northern Light suplex from Lunas sends Usaino into the corner. What is T thinking this early into the match? Ooh, whatever it was gets stopped by Usaino. Hooks it for a suplex. Lunas grabbing the bunny by the ears. T rolling cartwheel. Ooh, the unprotected knee. But T gets her own from Ty. Lunas was trying something, but didn't quite get all of it. Interrupted something. Bumps him. Lunas Saito suplex. Northern Light suplex. Suplexes galore, apparently. Clothesline missed by Ty. Lunas is up top. to Usano. Sayudo suplex by T. And a blue moon to Usano. Caught it, though. Clothesline. I don't think we've seen people counter the blue moon as effectively as Usano just did. Blueness immediately rolling out of the ring like, I don't want any of that. I'm getting out of there. Doesn't want to risk their chances. Doesn't connect with Usano. Drop kick, though. That one connects. Suplex. And a back body drop onto the concrete from Blueness. Super kick to Usano. Ty gonna try and get Blueness back in the ring. Sends her into the stairs. As Team Usano go out of Blueness, taking this opportunity, sees Ty alone in the ring. Immediately, like a shark with blood in the water. Diving on it. Trying to take out Ty immediately. 2 count. Somewhat of a near fall for Blueness. T and Usano just fighting it out in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. Booty pop and moonsault from T. As the double stomps connect. Blueness gonna go back up. Oh no, not gonna go back up top. Was looking for something in the corner. But decided against it as Ty was running towards them, expertly scouted by Blueness. Basement drop kick to Ty. Now going up top. Elbow drop from the heavens. In the center of the ring, hooks the leg to Tyrano for the first elimination, too. Kick out of 2. Ty's got to be careful. Ty's got to be careful with Blueness having their sights on him. A second elbow drop. Nobody's home this time. Smack in the back of the head. Ooh, sledgehammer to TeaTheShiba. The weapons are coming out now. Northern Lights suplex from Ty. Ty going up top now. Blueness is in trouble because Ty's going to put her through a blender. Connects for the first elimination. It could be Blueness. Kick out of 2. I don't think enough damage has been done to Blueness. Busts open. Usano on the outside spins them around onto the French-Canadian commentators table. Blueness going to the championship corner. To the challenger corner. Goes for a splash. Catches Ty's feet coming up. Reversal. What is Blueness thinking? Thinking about something, but ducks under Ty's shoulder tackle. Now biting on Ty's face through the mask. Maybe that's why biting's not usually allowed in MPW, but I guess if the ref can't see your mouth, it can't confirm. Oh, rolls through. Catches Blueness, but Blueness catches for a power slam on Tyrano. Kick out of 2. Ty is in deep trouble, though, if they can't get out of here. Ty, extinction! Bomb to Blueness! That actually might be enough! 2! Oh, kick out of 2. Unfortunately, the camera swap. Done. Get off the button. If you're just tuning in now, we are looking for the last 2 members of the #1 contenders Fatal 4-Way match, or we're in the Fatal 4-Way match for the #1 contenders. The top 2 surviving members will join ShmeepsWorld in the championship match for the Idol Division Championship. T with the sledgehammer. T, pedigree to Usano. First elimination. Ty and Blueness evacuate the ring as T goes for the cover on Usano. Kick out. The openweight champion not allowing it. Ty gets Blueness up on their shoulders. Rolling, or Death Valley Driver, I think Death Valley Driver. I don't know. I don't know what the Death Valley Driver is. I'm just going to assume that's it. T getting Usano in the corner. Again, this is the second time that T tried to get Usano up here. What is T thinking? Oh my god, I know Avalanche. Pedigree! T is looking for the first elimination. 1, 2, 3. Usaino has been eliminated. That means one more elimination. And we will know the other two #1 contenders. T rolling through. Knee strike, but not enough space, it looks like. Electric chair drop. Blueness, whatever it is, fighting out of it. Poison Rana! Blueness, Hurricane Rana. They gotta watch Blueness. She will take any opportunity that she can to win this match. Oh, reversal by T. Alabama slam! Bouncing off the apron, or bouncing off the barricade. They can't win on the outside. They have to pin inside the ring. Ty picking T up. T reversal. Usaino doing the walk of shame. Trying to get around these guys. Usaino wants to leave. Fisherman Buster. Usaino said, I'll go the other way. Sure, guys, if you're not going to move. Blueness getting a little bit cocky. For the Usaino's really, guys. Can we let Usaino leave, please? Usaino's really just trying to leave. DDT on the floor. Blueness fighting demons. Ty with the clothesline doesn't connect. Usaino finally. Okay, Usaino got around. Oh, thank God. Usaino needs to go see medical professionals. They're bleeding. Scoop slam. Blueness going into the ring to grab the sledgehammer. Someone meet them in there, please, because I'm afraid the idols don't like it when they don't have... They like being on the outside, okay? They won't go back in. Ty going around, maybe into the ring would be cool. Gonna meet Blueness on the outside. Shoulder tackle. Remember, you can only pin or submit your opponent on the inside of the ring. Ty? And Ty knows that, sending Blueness into the ring. Ty knows that very well. Leaping DDT. T's going to come in with that sledgehammer. Blueness not even paying attention, right to the tailbone. Blueness back up. Doesn't connect. T, though. To Blueness. Pedigree. Ty with the sledgehammer, trying to make sure that Blueness stays down. 1, 2, 3. TeaTheShiba and Tyranno Maximum will be in the championship match. Time extinction bomb. 2. Kick it at 2. No matter what, Ty and T have secured their spot in the championship match. But of course, just taking second place isn't enough for some people. Super kick from T. Ty and T want that win. Sledgehammer to the ankles. T thinks that's enough for Ty. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. T and Ty are going to join Shmeeps and Rize in the championship match. Booty poppin'. Moonsault. T eyeing. Ty ripcord knee. Ty's trying to figure out what to do. How to get out of this. Oh my fucking God. Sledgehammer straight to the nose. Super kick. Reverses. DDT. It's not worth it if you injure yourself in this match. You've already earned the title shot. Ty taking him down with the forearm. Stomp to the back of the head. T. Dragon screw leg whip. Booty poppin'. Moonsault. Ty's back up. Discus big boot. Ducks it though. Ty slides at the last second. Northern Lights suplex. Booty poppin' moonsault of Ty's. Ty going to the opposite corner. Everyone knows what this is. Ty's looking for it. Maximum impact to the back of the head. Tyranno taking the win. No, kick out of 2. Right now, this is just for honor. This is for brownie points. This is for stock. T in the corner. Ty drop kick. That was for the sledgehammer shot. Ty picking up. Speaking of the sledgehammer, Ty's picking it back up, driving it into the back, but missing. Right into the gut. Ty might feel that it's the opportunity. Super kick. Hooks both arms. German. Ty is going up top to put T through a blender. 1, 2, 3, and Tyranno Maximum. The dark horse, the underdog, secures the spot, but also wins the match. I don't think anyone thought they would make it this far, let alone win the match, but Ty and T are joining Rize and Shmeeps for the Idol Division Championship at Carnal Chaos on Saturday. I hope that's the PLE. If not, we're moving them around. Thank you guys so much for watching Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm Masu Pro Wrestling today. We'll see you guys on Saturday.